Motivation is not something you magically wake up with every morning. If you're waiting to feel motivated before taking action, you'll stay stuck forever. Some days you wake up feeling powerful, focused, and ready to conquer the world. Other days, even getting out of bed feels heavy. And the truth is, successful people feel the same way. The difference is not motivation, it's mindset. Most people believe motivation comes first and action comes second. But psychology proves the opposite. Action creates motivation. When you take even the smallest step forward, your brain releases dopamine, the motivation chemical. Waiting to feel ready is a trap that keeps you inactive. The real secret is learning how to move even when you don't feel like it. Daily motivation starts with clarity. If you don't know why you're doing something, your brain won't cooperate. A vague goal creates weak motivation, but a clear reason creates emotional fuel. You, Dante, wake up motivated to work hard. You wake up motivated to change your life, prove something to yourself, or escape a situation you're tired of living in. Motivation grows when your reason is personal, emotional, and meaningful. Another key to daily motivation is identity. Stop asking, "What should I do today?" and start asking, "Who am I becoming?" When your actions align with the person you want to become, discipline becomes easier. You, Dan T, need motivation to brush your teeth because it's part of who you are. The same applies to success habits. When you identify as a disciplined, focused person, daily action feels natural. Environment also plays a massive role. If your surroundings drain you, motivation dies quickly. A messy room, constant noise, negative people, and endless scrolling all silently kill your drive. Motivation is not just internal, it's heavily influenced by what you see, hear, and consume every day. Protect your mental space like your future depends on it, because it does. One mistake people make is expecting motivation to stay high all day. That's unrealistic. Motivation comes in waves. The goal is to use it wisely when it appears and rely on systems when it disappears. Routines replace motivation. When something becomes routine, it no longer requires emotional energy. This is how people stay consistent, even on bad days. Celebrate small wins. Your brain needs progress to stay engaged. When you ignore progress, motivation fades. Even small achievements remind your brain that effort leads to reward. This keeps the motivation loop alive. Most importantly, stop being harsh with yourself. Motivation dies in environments of constant self-criticism. If you treat yourself like a failure every time you slow down, your brain associates effort with pain. But when you practice self-respect, your mind becomes more willing to try again. Staying motivated every single day is not about feeling inspired all the time. In reality, motivation is unreliable because it depends on mood, energy, and emotions. Some days you wake up excited, and other days you feel empty for no clear reason. This is where most people fail. They wait to feel motivated before taking action. But successful people understand one simple truth. Action comes first, motivation comes later. When you move your body, take one small step, or complete a simple task, your brain releases chemicals that create motivation naturally. Another key factor in daily motivation is clarity. When your goals are vague, your mind feels lost and lazy. Saying, "I want to be successful," is too abstract for the brain to act on. But saying, "Today I will work on this one task for 30 minutes," gives your mind a clear target. Motivation grows when the brain knows exactly what to do next. That's why breaking big goals into small, clear actions is so powerful. Your environment also shapes your motivation more than willpower ever will. If you are surrounded by distractions, negativity, or constant comparison, your energy drains quickly. On the other hand, a clean space, a simple routine, and limited digital noise help your mind stay focused. Motivation is not just internal, it is heavily influenced by what you see, hear, and consume daily. One mistake many people make is relying on motivation instead of discipline. Discipline means doing the work even when you don't feel like it. It doesn't require high energy or excitement, just commitment. When discipline becomes a habit, motivation follows automatically. The days you don't want to show up are often the days that matter the most. Another powerful mindset shift is learning to detach from results. When you focus only on outcomes, motivation rises and falls with success or failure. But when you focus on effort, showing up, improving slightly, being consistent, your motivation becomes stable. Progress, not perfection, keeps the mind engaged and willing to continue. Daily motivation also depends on how you talk to yourself. Harsh self-criticism kills motivation faster than failure ever could. Encouraging inner dialogue builds resilience. Instead of saying, "I'm lazy" or "I always fail," shift to "I'm learning" or "I'm getting better step by step." Your brain listens to your words and adjusts its energy accordingly. Finally, remember that motivation is not something you find, it's something you build through small actions, clear goals, supportive habits, and patient self-talk. You train your mind to move forward even on difficult days. And over time, what once felt like a struggle becomes your new normal. Staying motivated daily is not about pushing harder, it's about understanding yourself better. It's about designing your life in a way that supports action instead of draining energy. Motivation is built, not found. So when you feel unmotivated tomorrow, don't wait. Do something small. Move forward imperfectly, because momentum is stronger than motivation, and consistency always beats intensity.